Welcome to the program. This year's Melbourne Cup betting splurge was as big as ever. Australians gambling more than $150 million at TABs alone. And without being a wet blanket about a great national celebration of a unique horse race, it is another reminder of the country's collective capacity to gamble. It's staggering to consider that for every dollar lost annually betting on horses, 5 are lost on poker machines. That's $12 billion lost on the Pokies each year. It's estimated 40% of the money lost on Pokies comes from problem gamblers, and 40% of them are under 25. To discourage young people from taking up gambling, state and territory governments have agreed that minors should not be exposed to gambling areas in pubs and clubs. Anti-pokey campaigners are attacking these venues for providing family entertainment and argue that allowing minors to dine and play near poker machines is exposing them to harm. The clubs say they're simply providing a service members want. Kirsten Murray reports.
All the twos, 22.
Across Australia, children are enjoying the generosity of registered clubs. Free entertainment, cheap meals and subsidised sport. For many parents, this is affordable, wholesome entertainment. But some fear family fun isn't the only message these youngsters will be taking home. Right under the same roof, just down the corridor, dozens of poker machines whir away.
What it's doing is normalising this activity. It's making what is an inherently dangerous and risky activity part of normal family life.
What's normal is people going to the club and having a good time. What's normal are families coming to the club as a group and enjoying each other's company. That's normal.
It's legal, but it's immoral. Your corporate strategy to make a profit shouldn't depend upon exploiting the relationship between a family, parents and their children.
Anti-Pokies campaigner Paul Bendat's travelled the country documenting cases where pubs and clubs actively encourage families. For him, these places aren't family friendly because they expose children to the sights and sounds of poker machines.
This is a prime example of marketing to families with children. Just have a look at the sign behind me. And once you get inside, there's a playground across a dining area with a clear glass wall right through into the Pokies room.
These are the sorts of places where families do come for a night out. What's wrong with subsidising their restaurant meal?
The principal purpose of a place like behind me is not family eating, it's pokey gambling.
Poker machines are a cash cow for clubs and pubs, and the most popular form of gambling, with Australians spending over $10 billion a year on them. For registered clubs, gaming accounts for more than half their revenue. But the organisation's policy chief, Anthony Ball, says there are strict rules in place to protect children.
Well, legislation already says that kids can't be in gambling areas or in bar areas for that matter. They're quite distinct areas of the club.
Do you think there's any harm in kids seeing or hearing poker machines?
No, I don't think there is. It's akin to a kid perhaps seeing someone eat a Big Mac and jumping to the conclusion that they're going to be obese as an adult. It's nonsense.
But gambling researcher Charles Livingston says the more children are exposed to gambling, the more likely they are to take it up.
Just like every other aspect of life, drinking, smoking, driving, etc., kids learn most of their lessons from the family home, from the environment, from their parents. And if it becomes a normal part of family life to go off to the pokey venue once a week for a cheap meal and a go at the pokies, then kids are going to learn that.
That was this woman's experience. Heidi, who doesn't want to be identified, was still a teenager when her mother introduced her to the Pokies.
It was something I had and I could do with my mum. Where most people go and party and stuff like that, I was playing poker machines. I absolutely love them.
By her 19th birthday, Heidi had developed a gambling problem, and it's an addiction she's battled ever since. Her last bet was just 2 months ago.
I was just your everyday teenager and I was addicted. and I couldn't admit it back then.
As you come in, tell me your name, what you're trying
Every one of these Year 9 students say they've experimented with gambling, and most say seeing poker machines at their local bistro makes them feel like having a go.
Who, when they turn 18, is going to go to a pub or a club and have a turn on the pokies?
Yes. So we're going to place your bet.
Youth worker Julie Bird visits schools on the New South Wales Central Coast to show teenagers how easy it is to get carried away. What she's found is children, especially boys, enjoy the adrenaline rush gambling gives.
I think it's like putting candy in front of a kid personally. I think with all that excitement and them not really understanding, I think it could draw them to want to play the game.
So who actually had to borrow money to win back some?
I didn't win nothing.
So you wanted to chase your losses?
A local leagues club sponsored this early intervention program, and clubs are keen to promote the many ways they give back to members.
Now, clubs are owned by the community for the community.
In fact, a swag of children's charities and activities are funded with poker machine revenue. Along with their free dinner, each of these kids is given football jerseys. But that's not all that's on offer.
1, 2, 3.
Their entire uniform, the coaches' fees, even field hire is paid for by their club.
The shareholders in the club industry are the members in the community, and all proceeds go back into our membership and in the community.
Every year, Keith McCraw's club rakes in $30 million in gambling revenue. It's money he boasts that funds around 40 community groups and 3,500 football players.
We've produced more than 43 internationals. 12 of the players at South Sydney first grade are South Sydney juniors, and some of those kids wouldn't be there today if it wasn't for the Junior League, and which is sponsored on the back of our gaming.
In some ways you could say that the clubs are actually whitewashing their activities by funding these sorts of good works. It is very similar in many ways to the former ways in which tobacco promoted itself using sporting events and sort of charitable donations.
I think that's incredibly naive, and you know, in a perfect world, yeah, sure, you know, we could have a money source from somewhere else, but it's this day and age, people have to take it where they can get it from. So,
subsidising sport's certainly proven a big win for clubs in boosting membership. But ultimately, it's how clubs entertain children inside the venues that's attracted the most criticism. School holiday concerts like the ABC's Play School are one activity that's fuelled fierce debate. Kids bingo is another.
When you get all those numbers, what do we allow? Okay.
Here, children play for lollies and toys.
And round of applause for Jay. She's got it. Well done.
Down the hall, their parents compete for shopping vouchers.
7979. Are they trying to breed another generation of gamblers?
No, I don't think they're trying to breed another generation of gamblers. I think they're trying to breed another generation of members.
Fewer than 1 in every 100 adults has a problem with gambling. The maths just doesn't stack up. I think it's alarmist, I think it's prohibitionist, and it's taking away again from parents' capacity or parents' decision making. They know what's best for their kids. Kids bingo is not a problem.
Coles Wesfarmers, which owns 3,000 poker machines, recently agreed to make their venues more family-friendly by restricting advertising aimed at children. And later this month, Woolworths, which owns 11,000 machines, will be asked by its shareholders to do the same. But clubs say they've got no plans to change their policy regarding minors or reduce their reliance on poker machines.
We invite anyone to come and have a look at our clubs and to see what happens there and to see the look on parents and children's faces when they come down and have a great time. It's happening every night of the week across the country.
Kirsten Murray with that report.